Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by K1 Speed.
We are here today at K1 Speed, and they offer an elite kart racing experience. I'm so glad to be with AJ, the owner. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I'm excited. Super excited.
Yeah. Everyone usually is when they come in here.
Exactly. You feel like a big kid.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Tell us about K1 Speed.
So K1 Speed is a race karting experience based out of California. I'm the franchise owner here in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
I purchased into the franchise back in 2020. Took about a year to build. But essentially what it is a race kart experience that, you know, friends, family, everyone can kind of come and enjoy. There's a really great competitive edge when you come here. You know, as soon as you walk into the building, you know, you hear the sights and the sounds of the karts on track.
Right.
It's a pretty exhilarating experience just witnessing races. And, you know, I really wanted to bring a culture to this area that I feel like has been kind of forgotten over the last couple years with the Myrtle Beach Speedway closing down. You know, I know the South is really big on racing, and you know, Myrtle Beach especially, a lot of legends started their careers here in Myrtle Beach, and you know, I thought K1 was the perfect opportunity to make that happen.
Definitely, definitely. This facility is amazing. It's huge.
Yeah.
You know, I see dining, I see the carts, and also the arcade. What were you all thinking when you created this facility?
I love racing. I've been racing for about 15 years of my life, and you know, I really wanted, like I said, to bring something to this area that was just kind of missing, you know, and that's just real competitive racing, you know, and just figured why not go for it and see what happens. And honestly, our first year was great. You know, we had a great turnout in the summertime. Our leagues were a really big hit over the off season. A lot of locals came out to that.
Wow.
So.
Awesome, awesome. So I know you offer parties, right?
Yes.
So tell me about some of the services that you offer the community.
Yep, so we do have local discounts through the summer. It's $20 cash races. So you come in any day of the week, buy with $20 cash, $100 cash, however many races you want to purchase. The races never expire. So, you know, if you come in, you buy a couple races, you only race maybe once or twice, you've got a couple races left in your account, you can leave, come back another day, use those races again. With the parties, we do have a party room. It's great amenities. You can kind of have your own music back there, kind of hang out, jam out back there while you wait on your races. And with those parties, we do offer our Grand Prix races, which are 3 races. You get a practice race, a qualifier, and a final. And on the final race, you actually line up grid style on track, just like F1 does. So we actually follow very similar rules to F1, you know, and yeah, it's a great experience.
So with the race cards, because I know our viewers are watching, they're like, how fast can I go? Like, I'm ready to go and I want to just not have to stop. I know that you all take pride in offering different speed levels. So tell us about that.
Yep, so everybody starts off on level 2, just to kind of get a good feel for the track, good feel for the karts. And once we, you know, my track employees kind of have a good, you know, read on you know, who can, you know, operate our karts in a race manner, if you will. I know a lot of people aren't into racing like I am, but everyone can learn. So once you kind of graduate to the next level, we boost you up right on track, and you will bump you up to level 3, which is pretty much our general speed for just about everybody in our general public. But our level 4 is really what kind of puts you back in your seat, puts your head back in your seat and everything, and that's we kind of reserve that for people who can, you know, get past a certain time stamp on track. And you know, those are the real competitive racers, you know what I mean? The guys who come in here, guys and girls who come in here and they know what they're doing.
Wow, well this was great, AJ. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I hope that our viewers will come out and see K1 Speed.
This story is sponsored by K1 Speed. We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Germ Bust My Bins.
Hey everyone, it's Jill Dudley, Miss South Carolina 2022, here with Germ Bust My Bins, a unique local service that sends custom-built trucks to your curb on trash day to sanitize, deodorize, and disinfect your trash and recycle bins. Germ Bust My Bins is a reoccurring service much like your trash company, except that they come every 4 or 12 weeks on trash day. Their custom-built trucks use no harmful chemicals or detergents and retain the rinse water where it is properly disposed of and processed by the local water treatment plant through the network of sanitary sewer lines, similar to the water coming from household dishwashers. Speaking of dishwasher, envision these trucks as mobile dishwashers that steam clean your trash bin and return them to your curb, sanitary and smelling fresh. Germ Bust My Bins is an eco-friendly service that prevents water and chemicals from being dumped into curbside storm drains that lead directly to retention ponds and natural waterways, such as the intercoastal and the ocean. As a growing coastal community, it is important that we protect our natural resources. The service is inexpensive and enrollment is easy. You can enroll online at germbustmybins.com or by calling 843-733-3323. Germ Bust My Bins services over 4,000 households in the area on a monthly and quarterly basis. What an important service our growing community needs. With area households being in such close proximity to each other, that can be a real problem during our hot summer months, with the foul odors which can attract flying pests, insects, rodents, and wildlife. Think about that for a moment. Why do empty trash bins stink so badly? It's because remnants from our trash leak and are left behind, leading to odor-causing bacteria. Germ Bust My Bins is the perfect solution. So get busted today.
This story is sponsored by Germ Bust My Bins.
Well, it is a hot and sunny day here on Pawleys Island, and I am joined by Mr. Thomas Williams. How are you doing?
Great, hot, but I'm still here.
Yeah, we're holding in there. But tell me about you and what you do.
Well, my name is Thomas Williams. My telephone number is 814-8598. Area code is 843. I live in McClennanville, but I come from McClennanville to Pawleys Island for the last 29, 30 years. And I also come 4 days a week. And I love it. And I don't think I see no way I'm going to stop.
Now, what do you do?
I do the, if you see the stick I got, I do the cobra, I do the owl, I do the rattlesnakes, I do the fish, the flounder, the rainbow trout, the catfish, wide-mouth bass. If you name it, I can do it.
Now, how did you learn that you could actually do this?
Or at my father, 3 generations back, and my older brother showed me because my father had passed away. And he showed me how to do it, and then after that it's just history. But some of the things, like my brother couldn't do a cobra, he couldn't do an alligator, which a whole alligator, that's what I do also. The big flounders, or he could have made just regular sticks.
But you can get a little fancy with it.
Yes,
huh?
I just gotta, if I see it in with my eyes, I don't have to have a picture. I can automatically draw it.
That is so cool.
Yes.
You're able to hand carve these sticks, and
Right.
then you even paint them and seal them, and they're very functional as much as they're beautiful.
Right. If you see this one, this is what you call a honeysuckle vine wrapped around a cherry. The head is a put on. So this is got a rod, a steel rod, not anything else in there but a steel rod. So in case if you drop it, it won't break.
Okay, so you're out here 4 days a week. Can you tell me the address and where people can find you?
Yes, you can find me at 1061-5 Paula's Island, near the bakery.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, we have got our apron on today because we are at the Art Museum of Myrtle Beach. I'm joined by Colin. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. Let's go ahead and get into it. What are we
Alright.
doing today?
So today we have these stuffed paper sculptures of musical instruments. It's inspired by our exhibit, Lifting Black Voices. We have one of the galleries in the show has an entire gallery full of paintings and artwork that is inspired by jazz and music. So this is a pretty simple project, but still it gives you really cool results. So the first step for this is you're going to print out either some type of musical instrument, it could be whatever you'd like. We have some tubas here. And after you print them out, you're going to cut them out. And then you're going to get another sheet of paper and you're going to trace the outline of the instrument.
Okay.
So you just go around. And this, it doesn't have to be nice and neat. You can do it a little quick, you can do a little sketchy, which I like to do.
I'm very focused right now.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it didn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, sketching it takes a lot of focus, more focus than you'd think.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, once you have that all sketched out, you'll end up cutting it out.
Okay.
But thankfully, we already have these two examples already cut out.
Yay!
So yeah,
I can skip that step. Yay. Okay.
So yeah, once you cut them out, you will have, of course, two pieces of paper. And what you want to do is first staple half the papers together. So I did it kind of a little strategic spot so we can still kind of have some areas where we can end up stuffing the paper in there. So I did some like at the top, and I just did some of the sides too, leaving openings up here and also here at the bottom as well. But after you get it stapled together, you get to decorate it. And
Okay.
of course, this is completely up to the artist how you would want to decorate it, using whatever colors, whatever types of patterns. It's completely up to
Alright.
you.
Let's do it.
All right, so the next part is actually stuffing it.
Okay.
So the best product to use is just using some tissue paper. So all you do is just rip pieces off at a time. And you can scrunch them up a little bit, but you don't want it to get too small though. So you want them to make sure they actually like fill a lot of the sculpture.
Okay.
And you just stick them in wherever you have any openings. And with this, you can fill it up as much as you want. You do have to be a little careful though of not overstuffing it, however, because then you won't be able to really get it closed at all.
I think we're done.
I think we are. So to finish it up, all you gotta do is just take a stapler and just staple it closed. Whatever places you haven't put staples in, just close it all up. Yeah, here I can start.
All right, thank you.
So it's fun before you staple the whole thing, especially at the top. It's almost like a little birthday gift with the tissue paper.
Here it is.
And there we have it. We have our little stuffed paper sculptures. Little instruments that we can play too.
I don't know how to hold a tuba. Hold on.
Yeah,
I think it's like that.
perhaps. See, this is why I'll just use my saxophone. I know how to actually
Yeah,
hold this.
that's a bit more straightforward. Well, thank you so much. This was a blast.
Of course, it's my pleasure.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.